Question 25 and the last question of the paper. Solve the simultaneous equations x squared plus y squared equals 9 and x plus y equals 2. Give your answers correct to 2 decimal places. Now you might notice that one line has got squareds in it and the other line doesn't, which means we're going to have to solve this using substitution, not the elimination method. So how do we do that? Well, I'm going to write down the first line. X squared plus y squared equals 9. I know it's already written down, but I want to write it again. X plus y equals 2. Now, what the substitution method is basically we can substitute that y with whatever y is equal to. And from this line, we can find that y is equal to, take away x from this side, leaves y, take away an x from this side, is 2 minus x. So if y is 2 minus x, I can write this line again as x squared plus, and instead of y squared, because I know that y is 2 minus x, I'm going to put 2 minus x squared. And that equals 9. So now what we've got to do, we've got to try and tidy it up. We'll multiply that out and see if we can get something that makes more sense. So we've got x squared plus, now remember that is 2 minus x squared, which is 2 minus x times 2 minus x. So I'm going to work this out, and that's what I'm going to put there. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times minus x is minus 2x. Minus x times 2 is minus 2x again. Minus x times minus x is plus x squared, and that equals 9. And we're going to tidy it up, which gives x squared and x squared, 2x squared. We've got a minus 2x and minus 2x, which is minus 4x. And we've got a plus 4, and that equals 9. Now, to solve it, it's a quadratic, but whenever we want to solve it, we want it to equal 0. So I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. So 2x squared minus 4x. 4 take away 9 is minus 5, and that equals 0. So, if I can solve this, that will give me my x values. And then to find the y values, all I'm going to do is do y equals 2 take away our x values, and there's going to be 2 x values. Now you might be tempted to put those into a couple of brackets and try and get the solution like that, but unfortunately we won't be able to, it won't work. So what you might as well use, and you can actually use this all the time, is the quadratic equation. Okay? So the quadratic equation, the solutions of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 is given by that. So I can find our x by plugging all our numbers into there. So if it was ax squared, a would be 2. I'll write that down now. Plus bx, so b would be minus 4. And then the last part was plus c, so c would be minus 5. So what you need to do is put all of that into the quadratic equation, which you don't have to remember because it's right at the start of your test paper. So, I'm going to write it in. X equals minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. Might be wondering why I'm checking it. I do know it, but I might get it wrong, so I don't know it brilliantly. Over 2a. I should know it, but I've got a bad memory. So, substitution then. Be careful. There's a lot of negatives going around. It's easy to make a mistake. So, do it bit by bit. So, x equals minus b. Now b is minus 4, so minus b is minus 4, so it's positive 4. Plus or minus square root b squared, so that's minus 4 squared. Minus 4 times minus 4 is 16. Take away 4ac. So that would be 4, take away, and I'll put in brackets, 4 times 2 times minus 5. All over 2a, which is 4. 2 times 2. And do it again just to tidy it up a bit more. X equals 4 plus or minus square root of 16, take away 4 times 2 is 8, times by minus 5, or 8 times 5 is 40, so it's minus 40, and it's all over 4. Last one. X is equal to 4 plus or minus square root of 16 plus 40. So that's going to be 56 over 4. So, how do we get our two x values? Well, see there's a plus and a minus. So to get our first value, I'm going to do 4, and you can see that, plus square root 56, and then divide it by 4. You want decimals though, don't you? So x, it says 2 decimal places, so 2.87. The other one, we're going to get it by doing the minus. So 4 minus square root 56 is equal to that, divided by 4 equals that, turn it into a decimal. This is minus 0.87. So, there's our x values. Now to get our y values, we're going to use this. Okay, so y equals 2 minus x. So to get this y here, it's going to be 2 minus that. So 2 minus 2.87, which is minus 0.87. And then this one here, this y is 2 minus this. So 2 minus negative 0.87, which is 2.87. And that's it, all done. Don't worry about having to use the full version of these because it's just an add and a subtract that will be correctly rounded for you. And that's the end of the test.